today I'm back with another video, and today I'm doing a story time. Alright, y'all been asking for a story time. By the way, I tried a new hairstyle. I've been so bored in quarantine. I actually did this myself. I'm hoping it looks better on camera than it does in real life, because bitch, this shit is not looking cute, but it looks cute for like a picture, for a little YouTube moment, period. So I don't know if you guys been noticing, but I've been way more consistent. I've been doing 2-3 videos a week, and I'm really on my grind. All right, so a lot of y'all been asking since my last story time, which was months ago, story time. Okay, and the thing about my story time is, one, my life is really boring, and I'm 18, so I haven't experienced that much. Definitely when I'm like 21 and older, I will experience way more crazy things probably. So it's a little hard for me to do story times too. Also too, a lot of my more like juicy story times are like the ones that you like every YouTuber does, like, you know, like took my virginity, or like first time doing this story time. You know, I have a man and I'm kind of scared to ask him to do those story times, because, you know, obviously it's not with him that I did those things with. So babe, if you're watching this and you want to let me know if it's okay for me to do that story time, let me know. But I'm just kidding. Anyways, so today I'm going to be doing how I snuck out to see my man. Okay, so this story time is a iconic one. Like, okay, who's that? Sorry, I got interrupted by my sister. Where was I? So I'm gonna be doing the story time about when I snuck out to see my man. I think I did it like twice. Nah, I don't know. I think after the first time, bitch, oh my god, the mess in my room, but I really don't have like the energy to fix it, so I'm not. You know, it's weird for me to do story times with a little mukbang moment. So we're gonna have some mac and cheese, a little ASMR. I know y'all hearing that sound before. Get nasty. So, how did this start? So me and my man at this time, we were dating for a while, but before I went to college, it was really hard for me to see him. So I really had to just do whatever I could to see him. And before, he was in the college that I'm in now, but he was there, right? So he was in that campus. So when I got my car, bitch, I flew to see him. Okay, like after like the first or second month of me driving, mind you, like, you gotta take a highway. I don't know if y'all ever got your license, but it's kind of scary, the highway, to go right away after you. So whenever I had the chance to see him, I basically would go see him in his dorm and stuff. And it wasn't a lot, because we started talking actually like the beginning of the school year, but like we started linking like more towards the middle and end. And you know, college students get out in May. I got out in June, so we really started linking like spring. So it was kind of like whatever. I only saw him like 3 times maybe, like in his dorm. So long story short, boom, he graduates. He's back in the city. He lives in the city, and your girl was missing him. And honestly, like, I'm a very lovey-dovey romantic person. I really do whatever I can, or whatever I want, to see my significant other. Like, I'm very like Romeo and Juliet kind of bitch, Bonnie and Clyde type shit. Okay, so I think this was my first time driving in the city. And like, mind you, like, I'm from the city, but I moved up here like before I got my license. Like, I moved upstate, so I'm really only used to, like, you know, like the curbs and like just like straight roads almost. So I'm like, you know what, like, I'm really about to go to Brooklyn. Like, I'm really about to go to Brooklyn to see this guy, right? And so, mind you, I don't think we were boyfriend and girlfriend at the time, but we were talking really heavily, and that was to my man. So any bitch that thought otherwise, you could go suck my, and that's one period. Okay, so anyways, so I'm thinking of a whole plan, because I have really strict parents. I'm like, all right, like, okay, so what am I gonna say, what I'm gonna do? Like, you know, when you're going out to see your man, you're gonna get a DA, you're doing a sneaky link, you gotta plan out shit correct, okay? Especially if you have strict parents and Hispanic parents. That's just one period. Shit is so good. So I'm asking my friends, like, what should I do, bitch? What the fuck should I do? And I come up with an idea. So I'm like, you know what, like, because I work, and I think around this time I was on break or like something that I didn't have school for a minute, right? And that's why I chose to see him. I chose to see him on a day that I don't know if my parents were working or not. I think my parents weren't working, so I think that was stupid on my part. I should have picked the day that they were working, but whatever. They weren't working, so I'm like, you know what? At this time, I used to be a cashier, and I used to do like an average like 6. I was starting to get 8 hours, so I was like, you know what? I'm gonna just say I'm going at work. Like, it really don't get more slick than that or better than that, because like, you know, I wasn't thinking in my head like my parents are gonna. We'll save that for later on the story, okay? So boom, that's my plan. I'm gonna go to work. I'm doing an 8-hour shift, okay? Because from where I live to where he lives in Brooklyn is an hour and a half, and that was always the biggest thing. Like, if I was closer to the city, and I was like, I'm an hour away from the Bronx, but like Brooklyn is just so like, it's just so foreign to me and so far, and it's just not my kind of cup of tea, you know what I mean? Like, I'm a princess. And so basically it's an hour and a half, and that was really what was getting me, because it's like there were so many other things I could have said, or just say I was chilling if I was like 30, even 40, 50 minutes away. But the hour and a half was killing me, because when you think about it, transportation, that's 3 hours that you have to waste just on driving back and forth, you know what I mean? So, and that's without traffic, okay, bitch? That's without traffic. And I'm like, you know what, whatever, boom. I take out those 3 hours. I got like 5 hours left. You know, that's enough just to see him, cuddle, vibe out, period. And so it's the day of. And I'm like, you know what, like, oh no. So this is what I did the day before. I told them like, oh, they calling me in. I go to my parents and I pretend to be on the phone with my boss, but I'm on the phone with Maria, okay? So, and I'm pretty sure she don't care if I say her name with this. Yeah, I should know Maria by now. She's been on my channel. So I pretend to be on the phone, and I'm on the phone with my boss, and like, it's really Maria. And I'm like, oh, you need me to work an 8-hour shift? I'm like, oh, let me ask my parents. So I'm pretending I'm on the phone with my boss, and I'm like, oh, ma. And my dad, I think I asked my dad, and I was like, oh, they need me to work an 8-hour shift tomorrow. So they're just like, okay. And I'm just like, so I'm thinking like, yo, everything is good. They think it's casual, because they were so casual about it. I was like, yo, I'm good to go, right? So then boom, the next day comes. I'm panicking, like, but like, you know, I'm trying to be calm, because like they don't really come into my room and stuff. I'm trying to pack, because this is what I do. I take this cute outfit, because this is like, you know, like, we're still in that phase where like, I'm still trying to look really good for him, and it was hot. It was getting hot. I had this sexy romper on, and it worked perfectly, because it was like a off the shoulder romper, and it was really short. You know, it's a romper, it's short. So I'm looking real cute. I did my makeup, but not crazy. Like, I didn't put lashes and stuff, because I was really trying to make it look realistic. And then on top, bitch, I put my work uniform on, period. All right, period. So then I'm getting dressed, doing all this, and I'm like, all right, good. Like, I'm good to go. And I leave. They don't say nothing. I'm thinking I'm good to go. So I go, right? And then I go to like my nearest little like deli or whatever. It's like 5 minutes away from my crib. And oh, I didn't even tell y'all, my dad left before me, before I went. So I'm in this spot that he drives by to go to the house. Wasn't smart at all. It was not smart at all. But basically I stayed there for like 10 or something minutes, because I'm trying to see if my dad was like, if I was gonna like, I wanted to make sure he was already like, I could see him going into the neighborhood. You know, I'm trying to see, to just make sure he comes back. Now this is very important, guys, okay? I said my shift started at 2 o'clock, right? Started at 2. I said my shift started at 2, and he already left like 1 to 1:30, saying he was going to Walmart, okay? So at 2 o'clock or like 1:50, 1:45, I left, because, you know, I'm trying to make it look like I'm going to work. It takes me 15 minutes to go to work. And so I leave. I stay in that spot, like that deli spot, until 2:30. And he still did not pass by the neighborhood. And I'm changing out my clothes already. Like, I'm trying to look cute or whatever, because I'm about to go to Brooklyn. 2:30. So, you know what? I'm like, fuck it. Like, I gotta go, because I'm going to waste mad time. I'm not going to spend no time with my guy. And that was that. I didn't see him, and I'm texting my sister like where he's at, where he said he's going, da 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 da. I'm doing all this, right? And so I leave. I didn't hear nothing. I heard my dad came back. My sister said he was in a good mood. I was like, bet, like, this is what I do. Like, I got this, and that's on period. So I'm driving. It took a little longer than an hour and a half, because by the time I left, it was like 3 when I hit the highway. and we were starting to get into like rush hour almost, like, because that should start like 3:30 to 4. So I was just like, oh, whatever. So I see him, so I go, and he's like, oh my god, like, how did you do it, da da da. I'm like, they was fine, they was regular, period. I was like, I just want to leave a little early because I really don't want to be late, girl. So we did what we had to. Oh shit, nah. I'm fucking dead. So we did what we had to do or whatever, and yeah, I'm like, all right, I gotta go. And like, you know, we don't want to say we want to go, and I'm taking forever, and I'm a really big baby. So when he walked me to the car, I'm like, can I get a kiss? I don't want to leave. So I'm stalling. I'm already like 15 minutes behind schedule, right? But behind so that I'm like early, because I was already planning like almost an hour and 40 to drive back. So I'm kind of like on time at this point, but it was still kind of late. So I leave and I'm driving back, and I'm like, yo, like, I really did this. Like, I'm really that bitch. Like, I really just escaped the house. You feel what I'm trying to say? So I'm driving. Maybe when I'm like 30 minutes away, everyone starts calling me. I'm like, holy fuck shit. But I wasn't really thinking because it was my friends. So I'm like, bro, I don't have time, da da da. My friend Maria texted me like, where are you? But I'm thinking she's just doing that because you know how bitches are like, okay, like, bitch, you really want to go do all this stupid shit to go see a nigga. So I'm thinking she's just texting me like, where you at, so like to put me on. So I just missed the text. I'm just driving. I'm like, fuck it, I'm not gonna answer. And yeah, bitch, that was the worst thing I did. But low-key, I'm happy I did that because y'all understand in the end, if I was to pick up that call, honestly, knowing me, I would have went back to Brooklyn, or I would have went to someone else's house. I really would have not went back to my crib because I'm fucking terrified of my parents. But anyways, so yeah, I'm driving, whatever. She texted, I'm like, what the fuck? And then she calls me. So she calls me, and like, for some reason it wasn't going through, or like I just didn't pick up because I was just so like, what the fuck, like I don't give a fuck, like right now, like I'm just trying to get home because I was running out of time. Like I was already gonna, my GPS said I was already gonna come 10 minutes late, and it's like I really don't do that when I come out of work, especially a closing shift. Like I go straight home. So I was just like, fuck, da da da. Then my parents call me. Okay, bitch, my parents call me. And then my mom is like, oh, like, where you at? You running late? My mom sounds mad normal. I'm like, oh, my boss talks to me. She, you know, she talk a lot. Like, I'm just staying a little bit after. But I'm about to be home, okay? Because at this point, I was only like 15, 20 minutes away, so it was realistic. I was like, yeah, I'm about to start driving home now. She's like, oh, okay. Girl, I think nothing of it. So my mom sounded mad calm. So I was like, all right, I don't got to call this bitch back because it's not about, like, my parents or nothing. Bitch. Okay, so I get to the crib, and it's just like everything is normal. My parents is normal. My dad is in his office doing what he gotta do. I'm just like, all right, like, you know, in my head, you know, when you like, when you sneak out and you don't get caught, you just like, bitch, hold the fuck on. So I get to my room and I call my, she's really like, she's my sister. She's like my best friend, my sister, Kiara. Y'all should know of her already. So I call her and I'm telling her all the details. I'm like, bitch, like, I didn't get caught. Like, what the fuck? So I'm like, yeah, I didn't get caught, and what? We did this, that. Like, you know, you just be putting your girls on to everything. I was like, yeah, he did this to me. We did this, and we da. And, like, in the middle of me putting her on, mind you, like, Kiara, like, every time we be on the phone, she's always doing something, right? So she's paying attention, but she's always doing something. I think she was doing the dishes or something. My nigga. This is when shit gets real, okay? So, in the middle of me talking, my dad knocks on the door. I'm like, okay. I'm trying to be calm. I'm not trying to make it look like I did anything wrong, because I came back with my uniform and all that. I'm thinking I'm good. I'm good, bitch. I'm thinking I'm fucking good. And so then he walks in the door, and he's like, let's talk. I'm like, oh, no. He brings my brother and sister in first. So I'm like, okay, maybe this is a little family meeting, a little, like, I don't know. Sometimes my parents just do that. They just want to talk to everyone at the same time, so they bring all of us in. So I'm like, what's going on? Like, why are you bringing my brother and sister here in the room? Kiara's still chatting. She don't even know my parents is here right now. And so then my mom walks behind them, and now both of their faces go, you know that little snake that's like, snake. Yeah, that's what the fuck they did. They did a 360 real quick. So they closed the door, and my life was kind of just over after that. It was kind of over. Basically, they was just like, oh, I didn't even know this was recording. I forgot to tell y'all the biggest thing. They knew I did not go because my dad actually went to my job to see if I was there. He was checking up on me. So I think from the beginning they kind of knew. Like, I guess it was like parent intuition. But yeah, they went to my job. I don't know how I forgot this part of the story because that's literally how I got caught. So yeah, they went to my job and a bitch was not there, okay? And I didn't really have like friends in the job, so it was like they wasn't gonna know to lie for me, or like they didn't know what I was doing. So yeah, what you did today, da da da. Mind you, bro, like all this happened within like 5 minutes. So like me putting on Kiara, like we wasn't on the phone that long. Like everything was happening so quick, you know what I'm trying to say? And then like in the middle of my dad about to beat that ass and like give me a big ass lecture, my man calls me and my dad picks it up. I don't know if you ever had that feeling like your parent picks up the phone, or you ever got in trouble talking to a guy and then the parent calls the guy or something like that. That is the most embarrassing feeling in the world, okay? Like, this is embarrassing, and then this is your parents calling your man on your phone, okay? So he calls and he's like, who's this? My boyfriend, thank God, he hangs up right away. I told him though, I was yelling, I was like, hang up. You know, I was trying to act like I wasn't crying and shit. I was just like, hang up. Like, I was crying, my nigga. I was like, hang up. Like, please hang up. Don't listen to them. I'm thinking my dad's gonna call him back. And my shit was unlocked. Like, he called and then unlocked. I was like, thank God. And they was asking me to give them my passcode and all this shit. I said, fuck that. Like, yeah. Because at this point, I was already like 17, 18. Like, I was done with the bullshit, okay? They still took that phone, but I was not letting them look through that shit because what they did, I forgot how they found out, but I didn't give it to them, so that's on period. I didn't give them the passcode. So yeah, so my boyfriend picks up, so embarrassing, and you know, after he hangs up, I really just got my ass beat after that, and my parents kept trying there with me, and I was like moving it and like that. My mom got me by the hair, she was like, so it was really just a badass experience. And do I regret it? No. Nope. Bitch, no. I don't regret shit. The fuck? Bitch, I got some good ass motherfucker. Did I even get dick? I don't even know. I don't remember because I don't know. But shit, I enjoyed myself. I don't give a fuck. And yeah, that's basically my story time. Like, there's really not much to know after that besides I got caught and got my ass beat. Yeah, I had to text my man from my laptop. Mind you, my man is 3 years older than me, and I think I was like 17, 18 at the time. So it's like, and he's already used to having like that freedom already in his house, but also in college. And me being in college, that's a lot of freedom. Now I know. Bitch, he probably looking at me like, this bitch still gets her phone taken away. So I was just really embarrassed, but he still held it down, and he still was talking to me, period. Even when I was on my laptop and I only talked to him like twice a day, he still held it down, and that's how I know he's a real one, period. I also want to do a story time on how I met my man, because that story time will be a little more interesting, and I have the receipts, bitch. If my boyfriend's watching this, I had the messages, I had the receipts on how he scooped your girl, okay? Because he came to me. But if you guys want to see a story time about how me and my man met, just give this video a thumbs up. And please do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. We are so close to 11,000. Please, I'm trying to get to 15,000 by the end of May, because this summer your bitch is coming out with bangers. So if you guys enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.